Hey, welcome.
So, Frederick, if you could stop sharing the screen so that Arno can start sharing the screen.
I will do that, sir.
Yep,
Let's
no
go.
worries.
Mange tak. So I speak some Danish. I'm Finnish originally, but living in Switzerland. So happy to switch to English now to talk to you. Awesome. So my name is Arno. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Vision, the DevOps company based in Zurich, Switzerland. We're the partner to resell you Exoscale, this originally Swiss cloud provider, now a European company, where Sebastian might also be here in the call. So happy to reach out to any of us, plus vision.ch/OCRE for any information that you might need. That's of course public. We're an open source company, so this information is of course public. We collaborate very closely with Exoscale, actually since 2011, when Exoscale was launched. We complement each other. Exoscale provides infrastructure, cloud services, and we provide on top of that platform, Kubernetes platform services, but also application management, software service, platform service, all of these services that we can help you with Vision support, Vision professional services, DevOps support, and of course 24/7 SLAs if necessary. This now in a list, so we can offer you both cloud computing services, so compute network storage, both fast SSD-based and cheap S3-based object storage. There's GPUs available for example, machine learning, training, making that more optimal, and virtual private cloud, so VPNs, secure private networks, whatever you might need, either for an academic administration or for a research project. Anything. The closest one from Norway is the one in Frankfurt, where it's about 20 milliseconds away from Norway, so should be quick enough. There's 6 different regions available, 2 in Germany, 2 in Switzerland, and 1 in Bulgaria, and 1 in Vienna, Austria, and all of them have guaranteed data location. I'll come back to that in a second on the next slide as well. On top of these infrastructure services that, of course, you can use yourself, there's the Exoscale simple Kubernetes service. So there's a Kubernetes cluster that you could spin up yourself. You can, of course, use yourself. The basic version is free, no additional charge until the infrastructure cost. And then there's the Red Hat OpenShift and the SUSE Rancher Kubernetes services available from Vision on top, if you want the specific Kubernetes brands for your specific workloads. Vision provides also databases as a service, so whether mostly open source databases, of course, that's something that we can provide to you as a service. And then there's software services that we can provide you on this Exoscale platform, for example, GitLab, software version control for your academic or research needs, and of course the Red Hat middleware, Nginx, web application firewalls, these kind of software services that might be building blocks, either as services that you want to use internally, that you want to provide to your sub-organizations, or that you use to develop or manage the software services on top. Vision can, as mentioned, provide you DevOps support, professional services, and application management services. So taking care of your applications that you are developed yourself so that you need to run for others. Please do reach out to us with any inquiries about that. Security compliance, there, of course, being a Swiss and European companies is, of course, something that we are very aware of that. Vision is a privately held company. Exoscale is part of the Telekom Austria, so a European company as well. So we don't have any problems with Friends or US Cloud Act or any of that. And of course, also member of GaiaX. We're ISO certified. We have an ESAE 3402 audit report available. That's might be interesting to you or health or medical institutions. We being a Swiss company, of course, work with a lot of banks and insurance companies that, of course, also require us to be very aware of what kind of data we process and how. And of course, we provide you with a data processing agreement available to you at no cost if you want us to. We have a few references included here, and of course on the next slide. And we also can provide you 24/7 support for both the infrastructure platform, but also these software services running on top, or even your own applications that you want to run on that. We don't have a minimum ordering quantity or turnover or contract length. Basically, most services are billed by the hour. As long as we have a contract between us, then you can basically the underwriter organization, so you basically establish a contract with us, and then you get an admin account. And with that admin account, you can basically provision both sub-organizations and users. And then you get the users can then self-service, so create the services, the resources that they need. And that's fully automated, fully self-service. So you can basically then also control how much they can, cost control and that kind of stuff. And you then get an invoice for each of these sub-organizations separately, so that you know how to forward that cost to your internal users. You have a 10% discount plus the unrelated cost recovery feature on the computing services, and of course traffic from and to the digital network, and thus also to Uninett is of course free of charge. If you want to commit on a 12-month contract or longer, then you have an additional discount, but it's not necessary. And so if you commit, for example, 3,000 euros per month, then you get an additional 5% on the 10% that you already have. And so that's how you can control basically, you get a cheaper price if you're willing to commit, but it's not necessary to. You can get invoiced in euro or Swiss francs or in US dollars, but I assume euros is a Norwegian kroner. We unfortunately don't have yet, but might be interesting if you want. And of course, you get invoiced postpaid. So we know your university, we trust you. That's not a problem for us. We are a big believer in DevOps and fully automated stuff. So of course, being able to onboard yourself, being onboard the users yourself, super important for us, as long as you give them basically permission. And from then on, they can provision using all the tools that they are probably already used to do that automatically. We did it already for CERN. We did it already for Switch, the Swiss NREN. So these are, of course, references are available, and of course there's more on our website especially for industry references if you're interested to, and go have a look at that. We are a European company, we're close, and that's something that we want to look forward to help you with that and help you onboard and use these kind of cloud resources, because we think that that's a benefit both for industry administration, but also research. And having the experience from Switch, from CERN is something where, of course, we're willing and interested to also give to you and share that know-how, share that experience. That, of course, is one of our key company values. We also, being open, being transparent, we have a large ecosystem of open source software that we build ourselves, to use ourselves to manage applications, manage Kubernetes services, that kind of stuff. That's of course free to use. If that's something that's interesting to you or your organizations, please do reach out. And with that, I hope I'm in time, and please do check out vision.ch/OCRE. And there's all the information I had in this presentation. And of course, you can contact us there if you have any questions, or of course, go through Uninett if you do.